final showing, but still, this is going to be a ripper. Luminosity versus TK, map number 1 begins now.
And, you know, just continuing the conversation about their pool, I think that no matter what open bracket team enters this pool, these two teams are still your top 2 favorite to advance out the group. But it's going to be Chino opening things up early for TK. Now, the idea here is to try to push forward, take control of that wood area, and most importantly, keep Luminosity spawning all the way near that back bridge.
Yeah, they're going to be doing a tough work to keep them spawning out this close when Chino is getting rushed there by John, picking up 2 kills in a row. Kenny answers back, and as you can see now, Luminosity in control of the hardpoint only for a second, though. Quickly flashed out there by an accuracy grenade. And here we see Accuracy still alive and kicking, fighting onwards. He's got his players behind him. He's going to have to watch out because, as you can see, Luminosity in control of the cave hardpoint. There's the push. Straight on through, gets the kill. The final 20 seconds here could well be TK's. As you can see, the yellow markers on that minimap.
And now as we're in transition to the second hardpoint, Kenny has some big interactions coming up. He finds one, takes down JCap. Kenny goes for the second, can't pick that up, but who's here to pick up the slack? It's going to be Theory. He does spot one, playing it slow for the time being, fine slacked. Can't get the second, unfortunately, but you like to see the ideas there early on for TK as the hardpoint pops up. It's Luminosity with early control, and they got a good setup going.
Yeah, skill between both these teams. You know, they're real close matched. As you can see now, both teams vying for control of this position. Luminosity currently holding onto the hard point, and you can see the pinch, the split coming on through. That's LG making their way on through Bell. John, though, answers back. Let's see how TK hold on to this push with an Astro listening.
Top, I'm naded top.
I nade it.
I didn't hit him.
I got him.
There's another one.
I crossed, Octane hurt, low.
And you,
Top.
And you got me. There's 2 on you guys, close L.
I won.
Another one.
One more you, we got top hill.
I'm nading you.
Top hill and broken.
You dead. Top hill, got
Somebody play new.
Rotate.
I'm
Nading top.
I'll
get in you. Top and rotating.
I got on me back bell. There's 2 bell, inside bell.
There's 3 weak. Alright, there's 3 at all.
2 bell. John and I'll try to me bell.
Okay, one was you. Nice. I'm helping you in the back.
John and I'll take a bell. I'm just baiting them. They one got close. They one got far.
Far's really weak.
I got your help, Kenny.
One got close.
Oh, I spawned out, guys.
I
got your guys' cabin.
Back in
Octane, watch out. Alright, you're good.
I'm just gonna hold cabin.
I know hold mid.
I have bell still, watch out. Bell, watch out on me.
One guy mid right now. John dead. One guy fire. Going back to you.
He's back on me, watch out.
I spawned out.
Oh, no, one's in cabin. What the fuck?
Pushing you.
I got one.
One's gonna push your no man. Alright, one's gonna be no man's on you guys. Let's go spawn no man's and they're gonna spawn Bell.
Yeah, bell on me.
First hard point.
Bell, watch out, dead. Another guy back, bell. Fire. I got my fire.
I don't see anything.
He's fire, 100% fire.
Fire tank. Fire tank challenge me, hurt. One shot.
Get fire down.
Turn away.
Two in the back. Fire tank, one shot.
I got one shot, Sam back door. Dead. Let's spawn broken.
I spawned broken.
Try and hold cabin, Sheen. Somebody help him.
I'm cabin. I'm
Watch your back on hill.
Okay, I got you.
First hard point.
Got my middle.
Yeah, I'm Cabin Alley and you. Cabin Alley.
Back rocking you. Cabin alley.
Cabin, one shot, John. And cabin, go cabin wall. There's 2 cabin. Yeah, I'm going all around bell.
Fire tank dead. Cabin wall got really hurt.
Nate Hill with me.
Cabin wall's really weak still. I hit him.
Cabin alley.
Cabin wall.
Cabin alley dead.
One guy still cabin wall dead.
Nice squid wait, Sheen.
Close to you.
Trying to help you, Sheen.
Close to you, dead. One shot you. Slack.
Looking ice, Sheen.
Dead job.
One guy bridge. One shot.
One more you.
Two bridge.
Cabs you. Cabs one fire. I got one bridge. Look up fire. I got bridge. Fire dead.
Three.
They gotta be you guys. They gotta be you.
Bridge, hurt. One shot.
Got him. Dead. I'm stunned.
Nothing bridge at all. They gotta be you. Yeah. They're gonna be you guys.
I got you.
Fire dead.
I'm healing.
This guy I know.
I got naded.
Where'd he go?
He's on the truck. Dead job. Fire. Got me. Fired him mid dip. Alright, I need a bit dip on you.
I don't see anything cabin.
I didn't hit anything dip. I'm you. I naded over you.
Left side Octane. Left side.
I got one.
Okay, they gotta be you.
Well, there you get it, straight from the horse's mouth. That's TK now, finally taking the lead away from LG. LG not really managing to make too much happen here. John, you called it. I mean, JCap stats. What's going on there?
Yeah, he's just struggling right now. Obviously, he's got the most time inside the hardpoint for his team, and he's finding a lot of interactions there as well. He's just not winning them. I mean, he's in the right spots. He's participating in engagements in the right part of the map, just not winning them. You figure as the game goes on, you know, him as well as Theory, that they'll wind up getting into the swing of things, but as it stands, it's around a 40-point lead right here for Team Kaliber as we're starting the rotation once again, going second time around through these hard points. Right now, it's Luminosity with the control, and this is what I was talking about at the beginning of the game. If you could extend out to, you know, either side of the hard point, you could push TK and push out a team that spawns so far away. I mean, they're spawning out over near Bell. At this point, you see them even sending a player over towards the next hard point already.
Yeah, Slagged making great use of that spacing. He's looking at a third kill there, but Chino's having absolutely none of it. Slacked 16 and 15 right now, as is John. 13 and 11 is Octane. JCap, the only player on Luminosity Gaming, currently lagging behind the kills, but again, doing his fair share of the heavy lifting. Now it's Octane with a 2-piece, and this could be Luminosity's chance to get back into this in a big way. Hoping to get towards that lead, but Chino answering back with 2, and you can see the spawns there for TK.
Those 2 kills are huge. You take Octane off the streak, so he's not going to be earning any sprees. Plus now Theory with early positioning over towards the next hard point finds Octane, wisely backs down from that engagement. He wants to stay alive here because he has no help from his teammates. As he backs up, he gets cleaned up by John. So Luminosity, once again, this is a similar situation that we were in last time we were at this hard point. Luminosity win the rotation as soon as the hard point's about to pop, and there you go. There's the lead change. Luminosity now starting to build.
TK now nipping at the heels of LG. LG cracking over that 100 mark. Slacked on your screen, doing the best he can, but he's going to be cut down by a heavy hail of gunfire from the TK boys, and now we see John on his own, trying to make his way through, waiting for his teammates to make his push through mid, and that's going to be JCap. Trades out, John sees the opportunity. Oh, and he gets completely ripped in half for that one. Theory up from above, beautiful work. He's picking off those members of LG before they can even get stuck into the fight, and that's 20 seconds left on Ruins. LG held on for as long as they can, but TK now back in the lead.
And because Theory's getting all of his kills inside the hardpoint, he's now so close to some streaks, but he's going to get taken down by Slack, so no streaks for TK just yet, but they have been able to retake the lead this game, and just like the first rotation, they win the rotation over towards Bunker. Now, they don't have as good of a setup as they had last time we were at this hardpoint. Early on, they were able to extend out and force LG to spawn way out, but still early positioning, early control as TK continuing to build this lead. What could really help them out is if actually he gets these streaks, and he does. Fighter pilot glide bomb earned.
Whew, just in the nick of time. John maybe get those kills, but those streaks are going to be helpful. Chino holding the bunker, taking on 3 members of LG at once. And Kenny with 3. Oh my word, that is how you slow a push down. And here come the rest of LG on spawn. They've got favorable spawns. They're going to be able to get back in that fight straight away. But as you can see, Slacked watching the left-hand flank. Kenny coming on through mid now, and he's cutting his way through these members of LG, and the score is only getting bigger for TK. John, what's going on?
This is Kenny's map, man. This is why you bring a player like Kenny onto your team. The aggression he brings to the table and the amount of SMG presence he has, it's really unrivaled. We see it time and time again on a map like Ardennes Forest. He's constantly in your face. I mean, he's only got 2 seconds inside the hardpoint because he's just constantly pushing out lanes and constantly putting pressure onto the LG spawns.
This is what we're worried about. Kenny, a little bit of a patch, changes his gameplay in a big way. The ripple-on effect is going to be huge. Accuracy streaks out, sees all 4 members of LG now. He's going to be bullying JCap with that one, gets it through the sneaky roof. Actually now moving through mid, continuing the run. Almost gets the second. Beautiful work there. Slacked is going to slow that down as East Road. TK now climbing away with this one in a big way. LG, we favor them as going to be the team to take the respawns. But right now it looks like it's all TK and Kenny coming in from behind, hitting those flanks. He's got those players spawning up behind him at bridge, and he hasn't quite caught onto yet, but those nades, they're going to give him a big idea of what's going on, and here comes LG back into it.
Yeah, this hard point on the eastern road, it's a big nade fest, right? You toss grenades right off spawn, try to weaken the players inside the hill so that you can just jump around the corner and challenge. But as time starts to wind down, got to start thinking about the rotation as we begin the 3rd cycle of hard points here, heading back over to the cave. Now, even though Slack has early position inside the hard point, I'd actually like to see him push up a little bit, go over towards bunker, control the yellow barrel so that when Luminosity get that spawn, back bunker or back bells, he's already in position to kill them in transition to this hard point.
This is John and JCap straight off spawn. They have to fight their way through mid. Chino's going to be the first to fall here on this life for John as he makes his way forward. Slacked still in control of the hard point.
All right, here we go. Slacked, player right around the corner. Inside bunker, you see it's going to be TK spawn up in the back. Luminosity trying to maintain control. Now still a fighter pilot here to work with for accuracy, but he takes the player off of the hard point as Luminosity, they flood right on in. TK, it's going to be up to Kenny here to make a play happen as he's pushing that in the middle lane. He picks up the kill on the Slack. Now that's going to open up an alternate angle here for TK to attack, but he gets quickly traded out. Let's see if TK can make this break happen.
Big play from John to identify Kenny coming in the rear. Now Octane, he's got a little bit of help from JCap. They're going to be able to get the final 20 seconds here of Cave, but as you can see the spawns, back bunker there for the boys of TK. They're going to be straight in there. Gunfire away, and they're picking up the kills they need. Slacked again, just nipping the heels of TK. It's 136 now to 173. John going 30 and 28. This is John on your screen. Getting ready for that next rotation. Getting ready for TK to come around the corner. Kenny's going to be the first to drop, and that's a big kill. Theory as well answers back with a shot of his own. Slack through mid. Back and forth between these teams. John again. LG seem to get the hardpoint rotations early, but TK, they just hammer through, and no matter what stands in their way, there's nothing preventing them getting to that hardpoint.
Yeah, throughout the game, that's been the story on this hardpoint as well as the bunker one. It's been LG with early control here on Ruins, TK with the break, and then TK would then win the rotation towards bunker. I feel like that's where they've gotten the majority of their time, but back into the action here. 30 working towards streaks once again. On a 3 spree inside the hardpoint, trying to get it. There you go. Fighter pilot glide bomb earned for TK. Keep in mind, accuracy still has that fighter pilot available example as well. It's going to be Theory immediately calling in the glide bomb.
Oh, this is going to sting. Two members of LG holding hands, and it's going to be Octane who's going to be treated to that missile. Kenny now working the back. 1 minute remaining on the in-game clock. This is going to come down to the wire. 150 now.
Yeah, this is weird. I mean, we're not even at the 200-point mark, and there's less than a minute left in the game.
We may not get to 250 points, John. That is very
not.
possible. The slating between both teams has been absolutely outstanding. There's a ton of kills in this game. And here we go. Bunker hardpoint has just flipped. Theory's in position to get this one. And here comes that Stuka from up above. Accuracy, finding one. The shots are out, but he may not be able to get any more of this one. Theory now fighting tooth and nail here in the bunker. Finally gets Octane. And that's going to help out in a big way. TK ever so close to that 200 points. Accuracy on a 3 streak right now.
Yeah, heating up inside the hardpoint. Theory, once again, continue to perform inside the hill. I mean, look, he's got a minute 50 and growing inside the hardpoint, picking up kills, and there you go, picks up 2, goes for the 3rd. Kenny's there to help him out. Theory plus Kenny wipe the map as TK continue to grow their lead. They're going to go up by around 80 points here.
And just when you think it's safe to go back into the water, Kenny's already there, pushing on spawn, dealing the damage, and this is why TK are so dangerous. 224 and climbing. Here we go. Luminosity on the back foot. They've got to make something special happen here. Final 13 seconds of bunker left. Theory making his way forward. Hold on. What little hope he has. 234 now, and here we go. 151. Final moments of bunker. Actually, he's picking up those kills on the side. The rotation is going to be a bit rough for the boys in blue, but as you can see, LG in position. Quite spread across the map. Slactor's got to win these gunfights, but in the end, it's going to be all accuracy. TK still in control. John, we're coming down to the final few moments here, and can LG do anything to get into this one? They're flooding through mid, but Chino is just ringing out. He cannot be killed. Oh, finally with Jacob there. Beautiful work there from TK, holding on. Here comes LG, all 3 bodies pushing through mid. Theory, though, ringing out. This is an absolute brawl between these teams.
This is done, Miles, and we've been talking about Kenny so much and Theory so much. It's Chino, the man of the hour here. Over 40 kills as TK come out strong in map number 1.
You know, we said that this was going to be a test for TK as well. Rematch from the grand finals in NOLA. This team hasn't looked as strong as they did back then inside of the CWL Pro League, but all of a sudden they are back here at an open tournament and they're able to take a map win off of Luminosity Gaming, a team that's been unshaken so far.
And their decision-making that game was insane. For the decisions of when to push, what scrap time, fighting for just a couple seconds on a hill, knowing when they're like LG isn't going to be able to get spawns. They play that perfectly. They teammate stuff perfectly. Their comms are going to be like, they have to be on point. Even accuracy, he knows who to glide bomb. He has 2 players in the hill. Looks like you want to go for one of them on the East Road hill. Gets the guy in cabin instead. Then it allows his team to get cabin control, and eventually they get control of the hill because of that. The details that TK picks up on are ridiculous. It's impressive as hell what these guys are able to pull off with those split-second decisions. They played that about as perfectly as they really could.
And you know, we saw an interesting thing there. They ultimately had 2 win conditions. They could have played the clock as well. So TK looking really strong, but now we're going to move our attention over to Charlie, take a peek at what's going on over there. This is from Pool B, Evil Geniuses versus Vitality. EG going to be leading in this first hardpoint, Miles.
On Apathy leading the way with 39, make it 40 kills. And Aches is on a 7 spree, 8 at the moment. I mean, that's a ton of kills. This is for a guy that's only going +1 at the moment, so he's had a very, very good time in the last few minutes.
I mean, just to add on to that, I mean, you add up the kills that Xerox and Malls have combined, that's 33. Apathy has more kills than both those dudes combined, so yeah, everything going right for EG. Looks like a convincing map 1 win for them.
Yeah, we get there just in time to see EG pick up that first map win and chance in that series. Who do you have coming out on top, EG or Vitality?
EG. Vitality has 1 series win of the entire Pro League. There's no reason not to pick Evil Geniuses.
Yeah, there is absolutely no reason not to pick EG right now. And the thing is we've started to see quite a bit from EG throughout the day. And now we can see that they're doing what they should be doing inside on Charlie. But taking a look back at to Alpha, we didn't get a chance to talk about the series too much yet. TK comes out on top, 250 to 154, and now we're going back to Ardennes Forest again, this time for Search and Destroy. Chance, you questioned TK's search quite a bit before we got into this series. Do you think this is where LG starts to get their first map win?
Potentially, right? Because again, LG has been dominant on this map, but Team Kaliber is not an easy team to dominate at all. Like, they do lose their series every now and again, but they're always played very closely. And if TK gets this and goes up 2-0 in the series, you have to imagine they're going to be able to close it out, Rich.
I still really feel like this just has Game 5 written all over the wall, Rev.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we were talking about going into this series, right? How close and contested both these teams are. The competition's great here at CWL Atlanta, and I'm right there with you. I think this one's going to go the distance.
Yeah, the thing is earlier in the day, we could very easily say, hey, look, JCap is coming alive. He is in some of the best form we've seen him in a while. Going into this one, Miles, do you still feel like that's the story?
He can turn it around. JCap can turn this series on its head. I firmly believe that. But will he actually do it? I don't know.
Well, Chance, you called their search into question before. Will TK be able to have a strong search here against LG, or will LG be able to tie up this series 1-1?
Here we go, John, back into the forest for our second out of 3 excursions into this lovely, ruined little piece of Belgium.
I'd take you on a nice vacation here.
Would you?
Yeah, we could share the cabin.
We could, yeah. I'd like to patch the roof up first, though, because I hear the weather in Belgium gets a little wet sometimes. Chino making his way through mid, trades out with JCap, and already off to a flying start. LG down by 2. TK have the numbers right now with Kenny Therian actually pushing their way through. Kenny in from behind. That's no surprise. He's been hitting the flanks hard all series long. He's very comfortable there. Kenny's one of those guys that he's always going to be coming in from the rear. He's always going to be hitting your weak spot. But if he comes at you one-on-one up front, he's even more terrifying. So there we go. TK, first map on the board.
Absolutely agree with you there. Kenny is a menace on this map without a doubt, and I love the play call that TK bring out round number 1. They send 2 people up the middle of the map and then 2 right through that B-bomb site to instant flank. And one of the things that I've seen in TK's Search and Destroy gameplay on Forest specifically is in the past that they've struggled a lot when teams pull out a middle push against them and they'll smoke off the mid pillar. So what do? They bring the aggression right back to them and they push right out the middle of the map. It's going to be something that Luminosity now have to watch out for as we progress through this map.
TK now on offense. Kenny is going to have that bomb. 2 kills to actually that round. You can see streaks being accumulated on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Slack, though, he's got his sights trailed on those players. Shots are out. Will they change their plan? We've got 1 player pushing through mid. That's Chino. Slack still watching. Ooh, shots on accuracy. Octane from up high. 2 in a row. Octane! Ooh, that's how you get back on the board.
I mean, that spot was made for Octane, right? John's here to pick up the final kill, but Octane was the man of this round. Up top on the platform, he's able to find, I think it was at least 2, possibly 3 kills. But I think early on in that round, TK missed their nades. I'm not sure if they were going for Octane, who was on the ramp, or if they were going for Slack, who was on the bomb site. Either way, they missed them both.
He might have hit the ramp quite late. Maybe not necessarily knowing the nades were going to be there, but just really looking from mid. Either way, did he get all those kills? Octane got 2 of them. Hey, man, I was in the moment. I couldn't see the kill cam, the feed.
I forgive you.
This is the man of the moment. That was Octane on your screen. Kenny making his way forward. Oh, it's a heavy stack towards B for the boys in LG, and this is a bloodbath already. Both teams training back and forth. Kenny gets cut down in a hail of gunfire. 2v2 right now. Make it a 2v1. Octane versus Accuracy and Chino. Look at those streaks on the right-hand side. If he dies now, it's imperative that he keeps alive, and he clearly didn't hear me because, my goodness, TK cutting the ribbons.
And that's a huge kill to get on Octane, right? As he was starting to heat up, he was getting close to earning some score streaks, and Chino comes out the challenge alongside Accuracy to clean up this round. So TK looking very good here on Forest Search and Destroy. Obviously one of their better Search and Destroy maps.
Yeah, well, it's one thing that we said a hell of a lot during Dallas and New Orleans. It was how solid the TK were at Ardennes Forest Search and Destroy. And if we're questioning the search, this is the one that's working out for them. That's Chino on the screen. And here we go, back into the fray once more. TK on offense, currently 1 round in the lead. Of course, it's first to 6. Stuns out already for both teams. B is getting a lot of love in the last 3 rounds. Slacked is in position again to watch those players come through mid. We've got Octane once again on top of the tower, but they read him like a book. Accuracy picking up 2 there. And look at the push. The collapse is about to happen. John is in the worst possible spot he could be in, and he's eaten alive, and that's a perfect round from Team Kaliber.
Firstly, love the use of the sky camera there as well, but I think those nades that took down Octane, that's what they were trying to do in their last offensive round, and it missed. And they take down Octane, then they immediately commit to Slack, who's right behind the bomb site. You saw all of the action unfold perfectly there thanks to the sky camera. Things are working well here for TK. They're playing off of each other well, and they're doing a good job of switching up the pace as well. And I think Luminosity, on their next defensive round, I'd love to see them just do a straight rush right through A and go for a quick flank near bunker. If TK are going to continue to have a heavy presence over towards B, that's something that LG should think of doing.
Oh, TK have already spread out quite well. 1 in every lane. Accuracy starting this one off with a bang. It's going 1v1 against JCap, and as you can see the flank straight away. Number 6 on your screen there, that's Chino heading up top. He's going to be flanking on the bomb. He's going to caught Slack, shots are up. This is a big 1v1 engagement. Oh, Slack just by the skin of his teeth comes out on top there. And here we go. One dead apiece, but man, it felt like a hell of a lot more. You see 3 members of LG now in mid. The pinch, the timing, Theory catches one. Another player in position. Kenny's there to cover the run. So if he can make his way back, he can bait Octane into the gunfight. And as you can see, number 1 and number 2 there, the 2 yellow arrows on your screen, making their way towards A. Accuracy. The timing here is just gonna cut him a little bit, but he may be smart enough to turn around, and he is. And here we go, John.
This is just one of those rounds. He just misses Octane as well. Just such weird timing. He's going down all over the place here. Does spot Octane, nice shots, and he's gonna back down. Now, if you're Theory, I think he wanted to push all the way back bridge, try to wrap around, but he gets picked up by JCap. Now a 1v2. Bomb does get planted over near A, and this is Octane's playground right here. He has so much cover, so much area to work with. He's going to peek out spots where Kenny is, knows where both players are, has the bomb planted as well. This is so doable for Octane.
15 in the magazine. He's doing a great job of slaying his way through them, and now it's a 1v1. Octane versus Accuracy. 25 seconds left on the clock. Actually needs to make a play for the bomb defuse as well as kill Octane. And here we go. Accuracy.
Please, please.
He's going for it. And Octane, he's sniffed him out. Played it slow, played it safe, played it smart. What a round.
Yeah, great clutch from Octane, and you really can't blame Accuracy there. I thought his decision-making just hold that cross was really good because he knows that Octane doesn't have a direct line of sight onto the bomb from where he was standing, so Octane had to move. Accuracy did get first shot, but because Octane backed up, right back into cover. Good movement from him, good decision-making coming out of Octane, and this could be the moment where momentum starts to shift over towards LG.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Octane's streak percentage. It's so far when we get back into this, just to see how close he is. And here we are. This is TK on the offense. He's not far off. He's a couple hundred points away. Here we go, Slacked, pushing right on through mid. They may be able to catch these players on the pinch. Slacked, he's waited. He's going to bait this one. 2. Oh no, he manages to get 1. That's 2 dead for LG now. That hesitation may have cost them. Chino picked up 2. Now JCap watching those players make their way through, but they're already well past him. He wouldn't know that at this point. Octane is going to wrap around through fire cuts, and he may be able to engage Chino, but he's got no idea those players are on bomb now. Big shots from JCap. Is he going to charge in? He dives past the door. Over the top. Beautiful kill on Accuracy, and now he's inside, behind enemy lines. Can he make this work? He's got to watch those players on the windows, and there it is. Kenny's going to take him down. 1v2, 1v1. Kenny versus Octane. Octane comes out on top. What a way to tie up this series. My God. 3 rounds apiece.
Octane started to take over this game, man. Early in that round, Crisis was averted thanks to Chino. He's able to pick up that trade kill and stop Slack from doing any early damage. And Luminosity, because they didn't have anybody playing over near that A-bomb site, nobody over near Wood or over near that back rock, it was super easy for TK to just push forward. They were able to get that bomb down. What I question then is that final challenge from Kenny. He's got the bomb down. He's got air to work with over near back cabin. He could go near the rock. He could try to play over near like side Wood. I don't think he has to instantly challenge Octane in that position.
And Octane is 50 points away from his artillery strike. He's got 2 streaks to work with. This could be the straw that breaks the camel's back. If LG can take this round, continue the streak run, this could be huge for them. And here we are. It's going to be a standoff around B. There's only 1 player of TK out of the way. And Octane's looking to start this party with a bang. And he's going to do it on Kenny. And that's it. The operation is a go, and as you can see, LG flooding their way through. Chino, though, in mid, catches JCap. Theory playing it slow, over the top. Octane coming in from above. He gets taken down, and what a slow round. Well done to TK.
I'll clap for that one. That was a great round from TK. They're smart. I mean, they're counting the points. They know that there are streaks in play for Octane, right? So they all switch to Mountain. Theory knows that there's no way LG knows he's in that corner because he's using Mountain. The glide bomb, unfortunately, it kills Kenny, but that's the only thing Octane could really do. Just put it in a known location where you think somebody's going to be playing. Luminosity don't check the corners, and Theory winds up making a big play.
Oh, I love me a good S&D. And this is certainly one of them. TK currently in the lead here, 4-3.
How funny is it that Octane has more kills than his entire team combined?
That's quite a stat, and he's fully streaked. Aside from the bomb, now he's dead. That's not going to help. 2 members of LG left alive now in mid, and that bomb's going to be going straight down in B, and you can see the setup now getting ready. Bottom left-hand corner of your screen. TK are going to dig in deep. They're going to dig in and cover every angle now, so the 2 members of LG have got a massive mountain to climb, but that's how you start, with a kill on Accuracy like that.
Oh, and there's a follow-up from John. He takes down Theory. Now it's all down to Kenny and Chino. 2v2, but time is on their side. The grenade connects on the John. Now it's all down to JCap, a 1v2 for him.
JCap, a moment to redeem himself. A moment lost. TK, another round. John, can LG get back into this? They've still got streaks to work with. They still have a firepower to work with.
Listen, whenever you're in a situation like this, it's round by round, and you just have to have strong mental fortitude. But if you're a TK, your new strat for the rest of this game is just kill Octane. Kill Octane, and you'll be safe in the remaining rounds. That's Luminosity's win condition for this map. Octane has 2 clutches, and he's got 10 kills. Still has these streaks to work with as well. So it's going to be Luminosity. They should want to attack that B-bomb site because it's open, and those streaks could have a big impact.
Looks like they're going to meet head-to-head through mid. Oh, Chino starts this in a great way. Accuracy gets 2. Oh, that's 3. Last player alive is Octane. This is it. Map point for TK. Streaks are coming through, but that's it. He's going to be dead. That's all she wrote. TK go up 2-0 here in the series.
What a crazy search and destroy that was. I thought it was going to be much closer, but TK, they come off with a hot start, and you figure with some of those clutches, Octane was getting that momentum was going to start to shift, but TK hang in there, they battle back, and they played it really well.
TK, 2-0 in the series. We questioned the S&D. S&D came up, trumped for them, did well, they did fine. Now we're going to be going into a CTF. What do we say about TK? Always composed, nothing gets to them no matter what the situation. So far, they haven't really been in a tough situation. They've had to do anything too crazy, John. But here we go. We're going into map number 3. This is a rematch from CWL NOLA. And here on the CWL Atlanta, have we got a couple of matches for you. This will be the final one on the show. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
everyone loves the crowds when they compete. You know, the lights and main stage, the hype and the intensity. I think it's a little bit more when it comes to an open event as compared to, you know, just a regular league match.
What's in beer? What's in beer?
Having the crowd behind you, you know, hearing them get loud whenever you get on a kill streak or something like that. It's always the best feeling, whereas when we're at the league matches, you know, it's just us and our team.
I think in Call of Duty, consistency is huge for like your overall team morale because, you know, it's really, really easy to have like a huge, really good event and then easily fall off the next event because, you know, maybe you just got lucky in a couple of matches. To take our success from New Orleans into the Pro League shows that, you know, we have a better understanding of the game than most teams.
I think everyone who watched New Orleans would say that we were definitely the better team in that series. Obviously, we didn't come out with the win.
One final hope. It's Slack. He's been spotted. He's been eliminated. And Team Kaliber will go back to back.
All the maps we lost were by 1 point. We were winning the whole time, and we beat ourselves.
Feels really good, you know, bringing the confidence into this event as well. Hopefully we can repeat New Orleans, but win this time.
TK versus LG. This is going to be the last series that we watch today here for CWL Atlanta. The first day of CWL Atlanta, and TK going to be leading by 2 against LG right now. And the main thing that I want to say about this matchup and both of these teams before we really break it down piece by piece and talk about the first 2 maps that we saw, neither of them had been tested until this point. I think both of them ran all over this group for the most part, and now they're facing off, and it looks like TK starting to get the better of LG again. They got the better of them in the finals of CWL NOLA, and you heard it from Slack in that quick video that we just watched. They really did believe that they were the better team, but TK, Revan, is trying to show them that that is not the case.
Absolutely. TK looks like their clutch factor is back. They came out performing well in the first hardpoint match, and then the search and destroy, even though you get a couple of clutches from Octane, TK still able to hold on and win that pretty well.
Here we go into the capture the flag. And for those of you watching at home, I can assure you there are more maps in this game.
We have more maps.
As far as I promise you. I can assure you. There's a couple came out in their Resistance DLC pack that you should totally go and buy. But luck, we have 3 Forest games played. And here is the final one. Luminosity need to win this one. Let's keep themselves in this. Pool play will be a loss for them. And here we go. Slack's already got that flag, making his way forward. He's going to be tagged up heavily, and he's going to be dropped. Octane's going to be the only member for LG this far forward. And he's going to be hunting his way to an early grave there, sadly. John also trying to get in there. And again, a little too late. Slow and steady. They've trickled in one by one. They've got the kills. They've done the damage. But now they have to contend with all of TK back on spawn.
Yeah, nobody wrapped back from Luminosity, though, so that's going to be 2 down. JCap is able to find 2 in response, though. So early on, once again, it was Gino. Crisis averted by him as he was able to get the clutch kill as the last one alive onto the flag carrier. And it looks like as both flags, well, the flag should be returned. It's essentially at the base for TK, but things should be stabilizing here on the map as both teams try to push out once again and establish air control. That was nasty.
Ooh, that's what happens when you knock on a Theory's door and he turns and evicts you from his little cabin. John and JCap holding the bunker, fighting their way through, and you can see those yellow arrows in spawn, spawning way back on the flag. They're now going to be pushing their way through. Accuracy, all in his lonesome. He has to hold on now. He's going to be the front line for TK, and he's doing a great job of keeping that line forward as his teammates are pushing on through. Respawn now. John's going to be killed. Look at this positioning. Wow. Accuracy. What a 3-peat that was. Lovely use of the tank there to isolate those engagements, and this is the push. He's coming in forward. He's found Slack. Slack found him, but still, his teammates are there to pick up the pieces. TK now with the advantage.
I mean, what more could you ask from accuracy right there? He was the last one alive, had to stay alive, had to buy time for his team, and he did all that and then some. Unfortunately, TK can't translate that play into an offensive push just yet, but they have good map control to work with, and they have LG pinned back. Big kill from Kenny as he takes down Slack. Coming around the back, it's going to be Chino. There should be a flag pull, at least from TK, an opportunity to score.
Yeah, we've got accuracy now pushing those players on spawn. He's going to be making his way through mid. Theory's got his back as well. The flag is running now. Kenny's got it. Theory holding the middle as best he can, and it looks like accuracy's coming on through the mid as well. He's got the kills he needs, and this is Chino. He's going to be catching JCap, and this is going to be flag cap number 1 for Team Kaliber, and it's going to be Kenny putting it in. And Chino so close to streaks as well. If he can stay alive for 1 more kill, that's going to be massive.
Or the cap, right? The cap will give it to him as well, but he's able to stay alive long enough and push far enough inside bunker that he forced Luminosity to spawn out near the back bell, so he's able to get the flag pull and get out of that. He does wind up dropping by JCap. The flag does get returned by Luminosity, but you love to see these offensive pushes come out of TK. That was another opportunity for them to score.
TK now on the back foot as Luminosity surge forward. JCap, oh, gets absolutely melted by Chino there. Is a second kill. And John now trying to flush these members out. He's got a little bit of work to do for himself. His teammates have just spawned behind him, and as you can see on the other end of the map, Theory's got your flag. JCap's got to now turn back, deal with that menace. Theory's going to be proven to be a very difficult kill here. 3 and 6 right now. That stun's going to give him all the info he needs. The battle for mid will determine if this flag goes home or not. And accuracy, he's got tags on everyone. John, he needs to turn now and make this kill as well. But that flag is now about to make its way through. Slacked gets caught napping, and that is going to be TK's second flag cap. And that's a lot of points. Close to streaks there as well. Kenny now pushing forward. It's relentless, John. Like, TK have not taken their hands off of the throat of LG this match so far.
Honestly, the series hasn't even been close. TK has just been mopping the floor with the Luminosity so far, and you hate to see it if you're an LG fan. This is the second time this game they don't send anybody to rat back to your base. Instead, they decide to overextend. TK, they have a player spawn out over near your cabin. It was Theory. He's like, well, no one's here. I'm just going to run straight to your flag. No one's still here, right? I'm going to pull it, run it all the way back. They supported him really well, and like you were saying, that TK now up 2-0.
Let's see what LG can do here, because they've just managed to get the advantage there with that kill on Kenny. There's JCap making his way through mid, but you can see so many players of TK just lying prone, sitting back in their base. Look at that, it's a firing position for Accuracy and Chino. They've got such a good cover there with the back of the bridge, and now they've just managed
down again.
They've managed to hold on to the push, and LG are now completely dead. And again, Kenny, tip of the spear every single time. Catches Octane.
How annoying is this guy, man? I would hate.
So annoying! Kenny! Unreal, still going. 34 seconds left. Chino's going to go for this pull. If he gets the kill on John, which he well could, he's going to pull that flag and make a run for it. Theory's got his back. 27 seconds left.
Chino trying to keep this push alive. Octane's there. He's able to stop it. 2 big kills coming out of Octane, as they should be able to get the return. But who's it? Once again, it's going to be Kenny. He's always in your base. Always safe to assume. Now he could extend into overtime here if he does get a flag touch. Takes down Octane, and there you go. We are going to be seeing at least an extra minute of play. And look at all the LG players. They're all in the TK base. If TK get a couple kills here, this could be another flag cap for them.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Overtime is about to take over. Kenny, flag in hand. He's going to make his way slowly but surely. Again, putting himself in a position where his teammates are going to spawn around him. This fight is going to be massive. John now knows, but he's dropped. The flag's been pushed back to his base. Now we're going to see a small standoff here, all off the back of a great play from Kenny. Chino also hunting that flag. Slack's got it. This is going to be very important. The tag through the wall. Oh, just kills him there. And Accuracy is also in there to pick it up, but no, he's going to be dropped as well. So now we have a bit of a stalemate. 30 seconds left on the clock. LG need this cap.
I mean, even though they don't get the return there, I love how TK played that. All of them coming off spawn, they push out all the lanes they need to, and they count the players, right? They're tracking who's alive, who's where, what's open on the map. They're able to find the kills, and more importantly, protect Kenny. Stop that return coming in from Luminosity. As Theory, he's having a pretty big impact here, starting to heat up on a 3-spree. Accuracy as well, 15 and 9 as we're about to enter the second half.
Wow, Octane managing to take care of a prone Chino there, and Accuracy's now trying to deal with Octane. He's the only player in their base, and there we go. Not able to get the return in time. TK with the lead.
All right, so as we enter the second half, TK, as you just said, up 2. But not only that, they're up 2-0 in the series. If they close it out here, this is a 3-0. And it's almost like it's Dallas all over again, where we're going into the event and just doubting TK. Even though they've won 2 events, for some reason, we're doubting them. And here they come, shutting all of us up. Look at well on their way to 3-0ing LG here.
What's wrong with this, John? Are we bad people? Are we bad people for doubting these great players? Let's find out, though. Let's find out. I'm not going to hold that. I'm going to hold that one over us for a while until we find out a good answer for that one.
I have a good answer if you want me to go.
Oh, no, let's rock and roll. Let's do it.
So I think there are 2 ways to look at it, right? And I'll be quick about it. You can look at the longevity of the game. So the longevity of the game, TK, #1 team, they've won the only 2 global events. And then you look at like the power ranking style, which is like the last 2 weeks. In the last 2 weeks, no, they haven't looked like the best team in the game. But they're here, they're showing up at Atlanta, and they're proving everybody wrong once again.
TLDR, we are not bad people. Let's have a listen in with some good people as we see what Luminosity Gaming are getting up to in this Astro Listen In.
He's on the rock, He's still behind the rock,
He's still behind the rock, Johnny. He's still behind the rock. I can't kill him.
I got her close. Fly close.
They could spawn here.
Spawning bell.
What's up, John? I got 2.
They're gonna, I spawn cabin, Cap.
I'm pulling it.
They're gonna be mid, Jerry.
Chase me. I got stun. Do you have his back?
I'm trying to get
There's fire out, 2 fire out tank. 1 team killed, another fire out.
Yeah.
You have it?
Yeah, go, come.
Alright, cheat theory.
I'm watching your back, there might spawn behind you.
Yeah, second, nice. Let's go theory. Check your corners. Should be mid. Look mid. Sam, look mid. I spawn back our base. Alright, Sam, push up. Just look mid. Just run through mid right now.
Guys, nice job.
Should be good, right?
Yeah. I'm playing slow right, just waiting for a kill.
I stun their fire tank. Going up for you, John.
In second.
Top second. Jump down. Take off.
I got it.
One enemy in the middle. One enemy in the middle.
Right side, guys.
Fire take on the left side, heady. He ran away. I don't know what he's doing now. He's still. You guys fire dead. Nice. One was fire take, I think.
One's gonna be a bunker. One's gonna be in a bunker, John.
I don't see him.
Come on, they're turtle.
Yes, back bunker.
They're gonna be inside bunker.
One's back junker, John. Back alley, dead.
He's one shot.
Yeah, you
One shot, pull.
He's back left.
He's weak. Pull Jerry.
He's dead. Pull. I got. He killed me.
Go on the rock.
I'm coming right now, Sam. I spawn close.
He's one shot.
He's one shot. Cross. Slow play for kills.
They kill Sheen. Just hold here. Hold map control.
We
spawn out.
Gotta kill Chain, John.
I'm gonna shot in fire alley right now.
It's probably side bunker.
I'm trying to go woodwalk.
Pro bunker right now. You can go fire.
I threw you return the flag. They both dead.
Watch it fire alley.
One's first.
I'm left with
I'm about to hit Bell, yo.
Alright, here.
Sam, get you.
Yeah, I got it.
First dead.
I'm
Hitting Bell.
just holding middle.
We're looking for Kenny.
Yeah, Kenny was fire. He's their back spawn. One other fire tank down to the back spawn. They're both.
The momentum from LG, that first cap, is paying off for them, and now they're pushing on through. Slacked, leading the charge. He's got help. He's got ammo. He's got kills. He's nearly got streaks. But now he needs to take a breather because he's about to go up against Kenny, and it's no problem for Slacked. He's making his way through. Flag on his back. J-Cap holding on. Can he take care of accuracy? He does. He's lead blocking. Doesn't manage to get Chino, who is seemingly unkillable in this matchup, but he's gone down now, and we are about to tie things up in this final round. John, we got a game on our hands.
Finally, LG showing some signs of life, and more importantly, it's Slacked earning some score streaks. This can help catalyze an offensive push for them, and just adding on to your point, Chino has gotten a lot of clutch kills throughout this series, and as it stands, the game all tied up. 2 minutes remaining, kills now going in favor of TK. They're starting to get an offensive push going of their own, but they run into J-Cap, they run into John. It's an even trade for both teams as they're once again trying to establish the map control.
Chino's 1v1 game has been sublime so far here on CTF Ardennes. John leading the charge. He does have Slag behind him, who has been an absolute playmaker for LG, but this final 1 minute 40 could be tremendous. That's a big kill from Octane there. Kenny pushing through. Oh, he's sniffing out Octane again. A 1v1 gunfight. You do not want to have advantage to Kenny, and now he's pushing forward. One more cap is all it's going to take to claim the lead, and Kenny slowly does get taken down there by J-Cap, and this is just monumentous back and forth, John.
Yeah, back and forth, both teams just fighting, trying to establish some sort of control anywhere on the map. It seems like a couple kills go in favor of TK. They push up, they take cap and they take mid, and then LG answer right back. But here's the opportunity for TK right here, right now. 3 go down for LG, TK push on up, and now they're starting to stagger the spawns on the side of Luminosity Gaming. Let's see if they could translate this push into an offensive score.
Here we go. John does a great job of holding on there, and Slack's kill streak as well. That glide bomb takes care of Kenny. You've just cut the legs out of TK on this push, so that was perfect. I mean, they really didn't have to do too much there to stay alive. John's single gunfight helped change the face of this engagement. 45 seconds left, and the full might of Luminosity is about to come crashing down upon TK's spawn. How will TK handle this one? This is going to be big. That is how they start this fight with a kill on Kenny. That's huge. Kill streaks coming out now as well. They're going to be able to catch them on spawn. Here comes that Thunderbolt.
Chino's got Mountain on. So does Theory as well, so they don't know if well, Theory does wind up falling. It's going to be up to Chino once again, trying to make some big kills happen in the base of TK. The flag does get pulled. He spots him as he's jumping, so you know he's going on the outside of the bunker, but Slacked is there for the support. He finds 2. It's going to be actually Chino trying to push forward. Takes down Slack, looking for the flag carry. Takes down John. One more play to get past. It's Octane. He goes for the reload, and as he's running this flag, push it up over near cabin. It's going to be Theory. He wins the one-on-one engagement. Octane looking to send us into the next map.
Kenny, though, he's still here to play. He's pushed through. Can he get the kill? Chino gets the kill on Octane. The flag stationary. Who's got the flag? John. He's making a run. Kenny from behind. Doesn't manage to get the kill. Slacked.
Still alive.
The stun. Doesn't. It lands. Slacked has been slowed. Can he net the flag? Run for it. Slacked nails it. And there we go. My God.
In what was looking like TK may have 3-0'd LG. Then what winds up happening, they come back in that second half, and what an exciting finish for that CTF.
Of all the series that you could say would be a 3-0, this is not one we expect it to be a 3-0 at all. I know a lot of people did count out TK based off their performance in the LAN League, but I don't think anyone was belligerent enough to say that they wouldn't be able to go toe-to-toe with top teams in series. Yes, you can ask the question whether or not they're going to be able to take down the entire thing, but you cannot ask the question if they are going to be able to perform at a high level, and they're doing just that. But LG ultimately is able to extend this. They're able to bring it to a map number 4. My goodness, it was a close one though, Chance.
Absolutely. It's interesting as well. Throughout the LAN League, TK, they were 1-7 on that map. They have not looked good. They decided to play it again, and they go up 2-0, and you think they can pull it off, but LG, they were just better.
I think that is a big thing to note, but want to remind all of you guys that we do still have footage going down on Charlie. We got some gameplay going on over there. It's EG versus Vitality. If you want to watch this one all the way to the end, you can do it on the Charlie stream, but right now we're going to give you some coverage while we get this next alpha map set on up. It is going to be all tied up. Vitality and EG 1-1 as we join in on the CTF in the final round. Nobody being able to get a flag in yet.
This is typical Vitality, right? We said the same thing earlier today when we were like, oh, it's Vitality playing really well against these high-caliber teams. So now they've taken a map off of EG, and this is a very closely contested-looking CTF compared to what we would have expected Vitality to perform here against EG.
Looks like Vitality should be able to bring this one home without a problem as well. So Vitality in the final round going to be up by 1 chance.
Absolutely. Zayrox has streaks as well, and individual performances have been kind of the key for Vitality's success. It was actually the previous map. I think Whalers dropped like 14 kills or something like that in Surge, and that's just to barely win in round 11. So Vitality, they need performances like this, but I guess they're getting them.
Vitality starting to pull ahead in that one, and just a reminder, you can watch that on the Charlie stream, but we're going to put our attention here back onto this alpha matchup, TK versus LG. Now 2-1, LG going to need to come up with a reverse sweep if they want to take out Team Kaliber here. We started off in Ardennes Forest for all 3 maps to kick things off.
Out of it.
We're going over to London Docks now for hardpoint. And Revan, who do you think you favor going into this map?
I feel like traditionally over the course of World War II, LG should be the favorite team coming to this hardpoint. Traditionally, this has been a ban for Team Kaliber, but with the addition of Valkyrie, they've kind of had to practice some of these other maps that maybe they weren't too comfortable on. I still think they're a competent team on London Docks, but LG should be a little bit favored coming to this.
I mean, TK, though, has looked really strong in the hard point so far in this series, but all of a sudden, both of these teams being challenged. It's a rematch of what we saw in the grand final of NOLA, but the question is now, will LG be able to extend it to a Game 5, or will TK close this one out here?
Well, who knows, John? Could they close it here? Absolutely. Could we see a Game 5? I kind of hope so. Here we go. You hold me, John. I'm not ready for this. Hold me, friend. Let's kick this one off with the boys on LG. Slacked, man. What a hero in that last one. I cannot get around how sweet that last match was, but I'm afraid kids are gonna have to, because here we go, straight to London Docks. First side point. Well, as always, an absolute slugfest between both teams as they vie for control over the maps to try to put those spawns. And, well, actually, he's going to be doing a nice flip after he won a JCap's nades.
All right, so TK, they won the early engagements. The LG, they're able to answer right back. Now, it's always nice to think ahead in a game of like Hardpoint. So thinking ahead to this next upcoming Hardpoint as we're less than now 30 seconds remaining. TK had the favored spawns going to the second Hardpoint. So regardless of what happens on this remaining time, if you're TK, you want to make sure you're holding back fire. And, well, they all just died and they lost position.
Let's see how they go. Theory continuing the run, killing Slacked. 2 in a row for him as he works his way towards streaks. And, oh, wow, it's a very blue-looking kill feed right now. Final 10 seconds here of Stature, and it looks like Luminosity will be pushing for it, but again, we've got Chino in position to slow that down, and here comes Kenny and Theory are now about to take on John and Octane. The battle for the spawns. Theory's going to poke first. Kenny's in position to mop both of them up. Beautiful tandem work between the 2 of them, and again, they're going to be all over those spawns now. See Kenny in position to start taking them on. Shots in, no kills. Chino's going to be filling in the gaps as Kenny gets a kill there, as does Accuracy with a lovely long-range nade. So TK looking watertight in this defense.
And you know, that play that you just saw Kenny and Theory make, that's something that doesn't pop up on the scoreboard, right? The fact that Theory's able to bait his body out forces both LG players to commit to him, and Kenny's right there with the crossfire setup. Beautifully done by Team Kalibers. Once again, they're starting to build their lead here. Kills being exchanged by both these teams as Theory takes some fire. He's forced to back on down. John there with the trade kill, but spawns in favor of Team Kaliber. They should be able to get the majority of this remaining scrap time, but early positioning on that next hardpoint, that's what I'm looking out for, and that's where JCap's located.
Oh, there is a ferocity to TK's performances right now. JCap getting pressured so hard there. That was Theory gunning him down, and now Octane looking to get a bit of revenge. Pushes through, does get completely wiped off the face of the earth there by Chino, and Slacked has got to do his best to get in there as the warehouse is now flipped.
Oh wow, Chino's got some streaks to work with. Can't get any more though, so Fighter Pilot just for the time being. It's also going to be Theory's out inside the hardpoint. Accuracy with the crossfire setup from mid-statue. Around the corner, that's a big kill from Theory. Can he get the second? Yes, he can as he takes down Octane, and now it's going to be Theory working towards some streaks of his own.
Well, look at Chino, far forward. He's got his teammates on the hard point, and he's going to make his way towards those players on spawn, catch him off guard. Octane absolutely rinses him. He's halfway towards another fire pallet, and JCap now is going to be next in his sights. Chino does get cut down. Theory now relocating for those players, pushing on through. Slacked with 2. That's a lovely bit of work there as he takes care of mid. 20 seconds left on Docs. This has been pretty much all TKs from start to finish. Can they get a little bit more time out of this? No, looks like LG are going to be grabbing it.
I will say I don't like that challenge from Theory right there. I feel like you're so close to streaks. You're also inside the hard point. You want to have your teammate there, bait them into your line of sight. But I think those streaks could have been super impactful. Either way, he winds up dying, but it's going to be Chino now pushing on forward for TK. One player to get past JCap in the back, trying to be a nuisance for Luminosity as he's just trying to contest spawns. As the new hardpoint pops up, that means new spawns are in play. Still Chino versus JCap. They're just trying to find one another.
And the one who wins this gunfight is going to do a lot of good for his team, and looks like Chino's going to get it without a whole lot of resistance.
And immediately, Kenny spawns up right next to him, so well done there by Chino.
Big heads-up play. One for you rank players to take away home with you. Help your teammates out.
Please.
Octane getting a couple there, and as you can see, barrels, 30 seconds left. LG have held on to it, despite the spawns being in favor of TK. LG have held on with tooth and nail, and Octane, bullet by bullet, is forcing those members of TK out of there. We got John flying through mid, does get taken care of there, and JCap now trying to make his way forward. Final 20 seconds, you can see the pressure being applied from the boys here on LG, getting the members of TK as far away as they possibly can.
This was a great hardpoint for Luminosity, thanks to Octane as well as JCap. Octane went on a 4 spree, JCap still continuing on spree. One thing that would make it even better is if JCap is able to earn these streaks. It's definitely tools that Luminosity could use later in the game to climb back into this one, but despite that early deficit that they faced, they brought this one back to within 30.
Well, you managed to shoot John in the ankles there, but still John picking up 2 kills regardless. That's a real tough Iron Man there if you've ever seen one. John now making his way forward, Octane, lovely nade, and this is TK's moment.
If he touches that, I think he'll get him.
He's got to make his way in there. Ooh, he does just. Ooh, almost gets the turn as well. Chino from up high.
Doesn't get anything done.
A little bit of damage, but not really enough. And now JCap's fully streaked out, and this is a big chance now for Luminosity to make their way forward. 4 members of TK are now making their way through mid. They're battling their way through fire now, and as you can see, the shots, they've actually been cleaned out there. Big work from John and Octane. Now JCap could put himself in a position to catch all 3 of these players as they charge past him. Kenny, though, Kenny can smell dangerous. Spidey senses were tingling, and now Octane, with a little bit of help from his friends, can hang in there, but John is going to be going as well, and that is a powerful push from TK to clean this one out. But look at the spawns. JCap straight back into action and flying majestically through the air with all the grace and poise of the Avengers. Luminosity now back in there with a chance.
And you know, those interactions don't really have too big of an impact on the game. I mean, they were only fighting for like 5 seconds, but it's mainly about the water positioning, right? And when we're talking about the statue hardpoint, you want to control those statue stairs. It just gives you such a good line of sight to cover your player. He's going to be inside the hardpoint, and you know, this game is very close. Those streaks that Luminosity have to work with, I think those are going to be the game changer in this mid game here.
I just want to bring it to everyone's attention again. This is just a pool play matchup. How intense is this? I'm sweating. I am sweating. This is a good one. TK now in the lead. Luminosity well and truly on the heels. Full streaks. JCap does get dropped there, but again, slacked. Far forward position, trying to take care of those plays on spawn. There's a 1v1 up against Kenny. Not the person you want in a gunfight, but that's not a problem if you're slacked. You can see those players in mid now spawning out dockside. JCap again from behind. Still with those streaks to work with. Statue is about to end, and it looks like the boys of LG have got this one. That lead is only going to grow from here on out.
Yep, Luminosity took the lead, and now Team Kaliber, they're going to tie it up right here. It's JCap with early control inside the second hardpoint. Take a look at the spawns coming in from Team Kaliber. They're forced to kind of push all the way back through fire, and Luminosity know exactly what's up. Because Slacked is pushed over near coal, over near underground, he's going to be blocking those spawns and forcing TK to spawn over near the water side of the map. Luminosity know exactly what's going on right now, and they're winning the battles to back it up.
Turned it into an absolute kill box, and John with 3 there, pistol in hand, down on the last bullet. Slack, can he find 2? No, he can't. He will find a grave there, and that is going to be almost 150 now for LG. They have held on a main street with an iron grip. John ever so close to streaks. That's going to help. He's got a few more around him, and John is absolutely beaming. That's 2 streaks now to work with. Chino may have killed him, but it may have been too late. Well, LG actually didn't manage to break 150, so I spoke that one way too soon. 15 seconds left here on Main Street. TK are going to get that scrap time.
Still a close game, and TK definitely not out of it by any stretch of the imagination, but you got to figure Luminosity, they have what now? 5 score streaks to work with as this game starts to progress on forward. They're definitely looking good, and they've done a great job to battle back. Early on, they were having a tough time slaying, and looking at the score from Luminosity, one guy that's sticking out to me right now is Octane, 13 and 18. Not the usual type of performance we see from a player of that high caliber, but you figure as this game goes on, he's only going to get warmed up as nades being thrown in back and forth. Both these teams just trading kills. TK currently contesting the hardpoint. You see where Slack's located as well. That's what you want to do on this hardpoint. You have a player controlling your window, just lay inside the doorway and force the other team to come to you.
Well, Kenny playing bait right now. And look at this positioning from Kenny. Jumps up, picks up a kill, helps take care of JCap. He was in such a tough position there, and that's going to see TK take the lead. We did see the Mortars come into play for LG. They didn't really net much, but again, you heard them ringing out in the distance. They've still got a lot of streaks to work with. Kenny knocking on the next hard point. Octane holds on. That's a big kill. Final few moments and we're going to Team Kaliber. And again, every single second counts.
And you know, as much as I love the aggression that Kenny brings to the table in a situation like that, where once again, he's like 100 points away from earning those score streaks, and there's certainly something that can turn the tide at times in a game of like hardpoint, and that's going to be a clean wipe. Luminosity get all 4 down. They're going to be able to push so far out, and now JCap's going to be a nuisance. He spots all these TK players, and he's just going to shoot them all in the back once he sees the opportunity.
Yep, he's biding his time. I like it. Accuracy gets taken care of. Theory's the next on his list. Can he find him? PPSH at range, and JCap delivers. This is LG's now, their chance to take the lead, even if momentarily. And once again, JCap hitting the sides, hitting the soft, mushy bits of TK, and here he goes, continuing it on. Almost does it there on Theory as well. And Octane getting close to an artillery strike. Needs to play this one slow, and he's not going to be taking Theory there as he gets dropped. Still, 2 streaks to work with, about to break through that 200-point mark. Man, this is coming down to it. Again, this is the last map TK need to win if they can hold on here. Otherwise, LG takes to a game 5.
It's funny, I was just talking about how Octane was about to get into a rhythm in this game, and there you go, he's able to earn some streaks. Now, even though you've seen these sequences where Luminosity had looked like they've been dominating, it's still a very close game. Only 28 points separating both these teams. Obviously, we know that the big separating factor right now are all the streaks that Luminosity have to play with. It's something that can, especially on this crane hardpoint, it'll force TK off of the hill.
Well, it's the second, maybe third time we've seen TK just getting picked apart as they charge on through to the hill. I mean, that's positioning from the boys of LG is just paying dividends. 40 points now for the win. TK haven't really been found for the last few hard points. We've got 30 seconds left on Crane. LG can do all they can to get as many points as possible. Look at this, that's a full Luminosity kill feed. And now Octane off spawn, putting the pressure on, really applying the grip now. He's got another firepower to work with, and that's a ton of kills. 220 and climbing now. Luminosity looking to take us to a game 5, John.
I'll tell you what, when you're playing the game, those are the most annoying deaths you could have. When you're coming off respawn, and as soon as you start to make a move towards the hard point and try to do something on the map, a streak comes in and just shuts you down, and boom, you're watching a kill cam again, and you're back off respawn. Luminosity looking to close out this game on this upcoming hard point. They only need 21 more points.
Here we go. Final few points. Octane, Chino, all getting dropped. The battle for mid now ensues. Luminosity are holding on as best they can, but John's been caught out there, so this is finally a chance. And that chance may be snuffed out by Octane's glide bomb now. Will he catch Theory? Doesn't manage to catch him. That's a big move from Theory. Kenny now, aggressive far forward position. 1 kill out of it. TK now climbing slowly. 1 point at a time back into this. That contest is huge from LG. That was slacked. Chino may have got the kills, but again, every second counts.
And the tough part here for TK is going to be the rotation to this next upcoming hardpoint, and we're going to be looking at Kenny. Big chance to have an impact on this game. He's able to find 2. Theory here to follow it up, but he doesn't get the trade call into Slack, as it looks like more streaks being called in the artillery barrage, going to keep TK off of this hardpoint. But once again, I'm going to bring it up. The rotation to the next hardpoint. Look how far back TK are pushed out, and look at where Luminosity are set up.
This is John holding on by his teeth. 200 points for TK, 235 for Luminosity. It is first to 250 points. John from behind. Chino, though, again, blistering accuracy. Will not be dropped so easily. Slacks on 4 in a row. Does get wiped out there. Fire pilot for John. Oh, it's easy pickings. Can he find any more? Shots in. 3 dead for TK. And LG is still not in a position to really get much hardpoint time. They need to get on that one as fast as they can. There's 40 seconds left in Main Street. They can win it here.
I think they are. Octane picks up 2. JCap finds another. There's no time. TK can't do this. Look at where they're spawning. They're too far away. Luminosity are going to do it. Miles, we're going to game 5.
We're going to game 5. Wow. Luminosity Gaming tying things up Is the reverse sweep on the menu, John? Are we ready for that? I mean, this has been a degustation of just carnage. Are you ready for this?
I'm absolutely ready. I casted one earlier in the Envy versus Red Reserve game, and now I'm living another one as it's going to be Luminosity trying to reverse sweep in a series where the first two maps were heavily dominated by TK. They win by like 100 points in the first hardpoint, 6-3 in the following search and destroy, and then that 4 CTF is where everything turns around. TK with that 2-0 lead, but Luminosity battle right on back. They're well alive and fighting in this series.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is just day one. We're still in pool play and things are this crazy already. Just think what Saturday and Sunday got to hold for us. Don't go anywhere. We have got Game 5 between TK and Luminosity coming up now. Don't go anywhere. Game 5 between TK and Luminosity Gaming here at the Call of Duty World League Atlanta stop, presented by the glorious PlayStation 4. Here we go. What a series this has been. If you've just joined us, shame on you. You should have been watching the whole series. It's been an absolute blinder. And here we go. USS Texas is going to be our battlefield.
I got a fun fact for you, Miles. Do you like fun facts?
I love fun facts.
All right, major LAN events, TK plus Game 5 is a recipe for success. They are 12-2 in Game 5 at major LAN events, and this is a great map for them. You remember, what was it, back at Dallas where they get the collateral versus United through smoke? For some reason, USS Texas has some TK magic on it.
Now, John, tell me when that fun fact comes, because I'm ready for it. Already, John, with 2, TK. Oh, man. They got wiped out pretty hard there. That's the first round on the board for LG. Well, we were having a good time.
I was gassing them up, and they were losing the first round. pretty straightforward there for Luminosity, and that's a good start from them. Now keep in mind, the way this series has unfolded, where it was TK coming out strong the first 2 maps, and then now the momentum has completely shifted on the side of Luminosity Gaming as they're coming off a hot 2 wins in a row going into this final one. Of course, they're working for the reverse sweep.
We talked about how TK's S&D was going to be what possibly makes or break their life here in this tournament. Their Ardennes is still strong as they come, but USS Texas, I hope they brought their sea legs, because this could be their doom here. And here we are, Kenny making his way forward. You see all those 4 players of LG. JCap's going to be the first to sniff him out, Kenny. Oh, does get cut down by John. That's big. Accuracy's in a position to maybe clean up. Oh, and he's going to be wiped out as well. LG with an extremely clean round.
Okay, so we've seen this before from Luminosity Gaming, right? Where they had these strong starts in Search and Destroy. They got to make sure they don't slow down. You got to keep this up, keep up the pace. Now, one thing I will say right there about that defensive route from TK is that push from Kenny. You don't see that all too often on a map like USS Texas, where you're just going to run through the bottom of that A bomb site like that. You just don't have a lot of cover, especially with a submachine gun if you're looking to challenge. As soon as you turn the corner, like, you know those players are going to be on the staircase, over near control, or all the way near the back deck. I'm not sure if that was a planned push from TK or whatnot, but I didn't really like how that played out.
Well, let's see how this round goes. Octane's going to be sniping for Luminosity. Kenny is going to be the offensive sniper for TK. See if anybody can find a head. Octane is potentially about to run into a few of them, but he's going to be backing up and rotating around. This is a good idea because the engagement is definitely going down around the A-bomb site.
Well, it's the smoke from Chino, right? That pulls the rotation. It pulls Octane to the other side of the map. And then we see what's developing as well. Theory with that bomb. He's starting to make his way over to that other bomb site. And there's the second smoke grenade being thrown out. In the meantime, John finds the kill on the Chino. Kenny does spot him, misses the sniper shot. Now playing for information as the bomb gets planted.
This is important. Kenny's sniper rifle's been pulled out of field, and now it's been taken out of the game completely. Slacked. Octane picks up a kill as well. Now all on accuracy. Here he is. Oh, finds 2 kills. Can he tie this one up? 30 seconds left on the clock. 1v1 accuracy. The multi-kill master. When he gets the kills, they tend to come in multiples of 1s to 2s. And here we are, Slacked running for his life. He needs to buy that time. 18 seconds left. If accuracy makes this read.
No time. There's no time for Slack to do this. 10 seconds remaining. He's just going to check the bomb spots and picks up the kill. The 1v3 clutch from accuracy. Some TK magic already happening here as the first 2 kills kind of lined up for him, and then he wins the 1v1 here at the end.
Actually so calm after that one. He just took a sip of his water. He was like, yeah.
Ice in his veins.
So ice in his veins, man. I'd have been screaming. I'd like smashed my controller on the table. I'd have been losing my mind. But not this man.
I'd be doing that too if that was the round to win the game.
Yeah,
but there's still rounds to play with. You gotta stay calm. You gotta stay collected and keep your eye on the goal here. More rounds to play. You gotta win this map.
That's why I'm behind the casters this, John, and not on the main stage. Luminosity up by 1 so far, but another round here for the boys. TK, Kenny snipes up. I don't think he's in position to see anyone, but he's playing this one really, really far back, real deep.
What a change of pace from their last offensive round where they brought the aggression towards the A-bomb site, then they switched to a double sniper setup. Love to see it. Now it's going to be Theory scoping out this B-bomb site, trying to find any information, whereas it's LG playing on the inner side of the map, trying to make something happen. Still looking for first blood as time's starting to wind down. 55 seconds remaining, still no kill made.
Well, Chino, that nade's going to find something. No, maybe not. Octane managed to get away with his life there, but Theory, if he can catch these players, if he can push them out, Chino can get a bit of a movement from LG, and then Theory can take care of him with that snipe, but still. Gunfire aplenty, but the battle's taking place inside the ship at this point. Chino, power position, absolutely eliminated there by Slacked.
But they're running out of time. 25 seconds remaining. Spots one on the bomb. Accuracy's there. He picks up the kill onto Octane. Slacked is the bomb carrier. There's the snipe onto JCap. It's all up to Slacked. He's got less than 20 seconds remaining to challenge him down low. There's the cleanup kill. TK tying this one up.
Well, I was a little worried when those misses were coming out from the snipe. I was like, oh my god, that was the swan dive or the dolphin dive into absolutely nothing. Great positioning here from Accuracy. Theory in position to clean up just in case. TK were never going to let that round get away from them.
Yeah, I love the defensive play call, the decision to just slow things out, bring out the double sniper, and tell Luminosity, okay, you got to plant the bomb. You're the one who can dictate the pace and say where the action's going to happen. They decided to hit down low. They didn't find too much success there, and because of what TK brought out, they're just playing a more controlled. They were trying to just control the map, control the lanes, play for info. They wound up winning the round there, but we're entering round number 5. 2-2. It's going to be TK on offense.
JCap sniffs out a little bit of info from that stun. John gets a kill. Kenny now, though, he's going to be trailing his sights all over those top windows of the deck of the ship. So he knows John needs to make his way down. Oh, he's actually sticking it out. Nades up. He's got to guess where that player is. And Octane now making his way slowly forward. This is Slack from the inside of the ship, and accuracy took care of John there. So that, with a minute remaining, it's a 3v2. Now it's all on Kenny for TK.
Kenny yet to even have a kill in this game. 0-4, but he has a chance here to have a big play, but not going to happen. Can't get the 1v3 as he falls. Luminosity retake the lead, but still back and forth, just like the series has been.
Here we go. Yeah, Kenny yet to get a kill. Interesting.
0-5 now.
Such an aggressive player. When it works out for him, he's rolling in kills, but hasn't been going too great for him at the moment. That's slacked on your screen. This is just a pool play match. Why is this so intense? It's Friday. I thought this was going to be the relaxed day. I'm kind of glad it's not, though. This is an insane series, and it's far from over. Round 6. Here we go.
Yeah, it's a grudge match, Miles.
Oh, yeah.
Luminosity want revenge from the grand finals back at NOLA. Obviously, you know, they would love to beat TK in the grand finals of this event, but they're going to be playing them here in pool. As you all know, Game 5. It's going to be Luminosity scoping out the map. Right now, we're watching Slack as the bomb is in the hands of John. He's going to get this down, but he's taking some fire. He gets cleaned up. There's first blood from Kenny, as now he's found his way onto the map. As TK take the early man advantage, Chino's there to follow up onto JCap. 4v2 now. TK make it 3v2, 3v1, and still up to Octane.
If anyone can do it, Octane can.
Did it on Forest.
Starts with 1. He's hurt, though, man. This is a relentless push now from TK. And there it is from behind. Not to be fooled. They were not to be made jokes of there by Octane. They put him into a tough position. As you can see, the pinch coming in. There we go. Right from behind, Theory. Chino was in position to clean that up just in case.
Yeah, I think Octane got hit by a grenade. He got hit by a stun as well, and just not a lot of area to work with. Theory was coming around the back, as you were saying. Chino also getting ready to challenge alongside his teammates. So another round goes in favor of TK as we're tied up once again, 3-3. Both teams just trading rounds back and forth. So it's going to be Luminosity. They find themselves back on defense. TK move over to offense. Theory been the bomb carrier here, adding up the first bloods. You see that TK are winning that battle 4-2.
I like it, John. I like it. Like it a lot. Aggressive start from TK. They're making their way forward quite deep. Theory with bomb. TK chancing the crowd. You got that hometown advantage. Octane up back with snipe. Nades aplenty. Smokes out. A lot of explosions, but not a single kill yet. It's a lot of ordnance being used for no gains. And now we've got 1 minute left on the clock. Who will crack first under this pressure?
You know, this is something that makes TK so good on this map, especially on offense. The fact that they run 2 or even more sometimes smoke grenades, it really plays on the defense. I mean, you throw down the smoke and it makes them feel uneasy because they can't see through it. They don't know what's going down over near the bomb site. Kill's not being traded as the bomb, yes, it was planted. Nice snipe from Octane. He takes down Kenny, goes for the quick scope, can't connect. So it's going to be 2v2, but time is in favor of Team Kaliber.
Oh, now it's a 1v2.
Oh, he was stretching it. He was stretching it the entire time.
The whole time. We didn't get to see that. That was a heads-up play, if ever we've seen.
That's a ballsy call, man.
But that's a super ballsy call.
Yeah.
The melons on that man who got the defuse. Is that Chino? Who got the defuse?
I think it was slacked.
It was slacked, yeah, you're right. There it is. It was slacked. My God.
And that's a round for TK. I mean, you figure they had that one in the bag, but it goes to show that you always need line of sight onto that bomb. You always need to know what's going on. Is somebody defusing? And, you know, we talked about it. Ballsy play from Slack right there. But it gives, not only does it give Luminosity the lead, that's a big momentum shifter as well and a vibe killer.
See how TK can bounce back again. They got no problem with pressure. How do they handle this situation? 1 minute left on the clock. 4-3. Luminosity just starting to get away with this one. Theory picked up 2 there. He saw those players. Here comes the pinch from up top. Slack picks up 1. Oh, it's spraying from the hip, and Slack's going to be taking advantage of that situation. Chino's down as well. All on Kenny to put Luminosity on map point. And there it is. Map point. Reverse sweep point. Just made that one up. But we're definitely there.
One more round. It's all Luminosity needed. And, you know, they've shown cafe aggression on their offensive side time and time again. And what worked really well for TK is when they brought out the double snipers and just held back. Luminosity seemed to be sometimes a little reluctant to get that bomb planted and get the objective down. I think TK, on future defensive rounds, if they're able to get there, they should look to play a bit more passively. But also keep in mind, because of, you know, that ninja defuse from Slack, it might kind of make TK a little bit angrier and force their hand to be a bit more aggressive on the map.
I think Luminosity are going to be the aggressive ones here on defense. They're charging right on through. 2 have gone through mid. We've got 1 snipe outside. Oh, slacked. Nades up. He's down. And that's going to be a quick trade. 2 dead for Luminosity.
Let's quickly trade it out. John finds a kill. JCap finds a kill. Hit marker onto the bomb site. And Octane's going to scope him out. He sees the bomb as well. He's looking to line up the shot. He goes prone. I think Accuracy might know. He's taking some fire and he gets tagged up. What is Chino doing? Chino has to be in a position to help out his teammate. Accuracy falls. Now it's a 2v1 for Chino.
Huge. Octane's still alive. JCap can be the bait. But Chino finds one. He needs to find the second one. JCap checks the bomb. Now
He's loud. He's loud. Armored scoped. He has no silent footsteps.
He heard absolutely everything. And now 20 seconds left. From behind, JCap.
Run, yep, just run.
He's got the advantage. 15 seconds now. Chino's still running. Still running. Remember, this is map point. JCap's opted for the outside of the map.
That's it. Chino's done it.
Just keeping TK in this one.
You know, time calls for it. Chino comes up clutch time and time again. He had some pretty impactful kills earlier on the series, and here you go. A 1v2 to keep his team alive, and that was really close. JCap read him. JCap thought he was going to go towards top control. That's where Chino went. Unfortunately, Chino goes down the staircase at just the right moment, makes the right call as well to run, play for his life, as TK extend their life by 1 more round.
Battle of the wits here. Can lightning strike twice for TK? Very, very capable here. Luminosity still on map point. Match point, if you will. TK now. They need to make something real special happen here on this defensive round. What are Luminosity going to be doing here? Again, a very pensive, slow start.
Yep, just feeling each other out. This has been the start to many rounds in this USS Texas. And look, if you're TK, you don't want to do anything overly aggressive because if you make a mistake, you lose the series. If you're Luminosity, you have no more rounds left to play with. If you let TK win this one, then you're going to round 11. And well, anything could happen there. Smoke's now being deployed. Chino does spot 1 on the staircase, but he doesn't win the engagement. It's Theory with the trade as he finds JCap, so 3 on 3. And once again, I brought this up earlier, but Luminosity have been reluctant to get the bomb down. Look, they have 0 plants. TK, if they look at the scoreboard, they should know. Let's just play back. Force them to plant the bomb.
Theory, he is dicing with death right now. Can he find Slacked? No, he will not. Slacked is gone. Octane dead now as well. It's a 2v1 accuracy.
He knows both.
Okay. Here's the info he needs. They're going to just bum rush him now, the pair of them together. Now it's a 1v1. Slacked. He's been the hero for Luminosity.
He sees bomb. He should just run. He should just run away. He knows bomb's down. He knows there's no time for Slacked. He's going to back himself into the corner. Slacked has to go for the engagement. He's going to spot him. Accuracy clutches it once again. You asked it, Miles, and it happens. Lightning strikes twice for Team Kaliber, but the game is not over yet. We still have 1 final round to play.
It all comes down to this here in this Friday pool play match. My good golly, Miss Molly.
You know, you heard Slack talking about it in the interview going into this series, right? When they were talking about the grand finals at NOLA, he said, we beat ourselves out of that map. We let it slip. Could be happening again right here, right now. And here we go, round 11. TK versus Luminosity all gets decided right here, right now.
Atlanta is on its feet. And it's a Friday. Here we go. Octane. Big, big moment for these players. This is not just a pool play match for them. This is proving to themselves. This is Luminosity proving that they can beat TK, that they are a better team. And when push comes to shove, they're the ones on top. TK, big fan of the bomb, of the smoking the bomb, and not really doing anything with it, trying to bait out the play, and that's Octane using his nade there, so that's a big one already.
Yeah, so they're trying to accomplish a couple of things with that smoke grenade. 1, try to bait out a rotation. 2, counting out the utility that Luminosity commit to it. So they know that 1 grenade is down as well. Sniper out for Octane. I think he got a glimpse of Fury. He's gonna shoot. Oh my! That was really close. But still doesn't know. Theory, once again, trying to bait out grenades, thinking that there's somebody close from LG. Still, nobody yet to die in this round. Time winding down, 35 seconds left for TK to make a move.
TK need to make something happen, 30 seconds left. John, he ran into the smoke, and here we go, the bomb's going down. Oh, through the wall. Theory, can he find any more? Chino's up top now, trying to make the arm as well. He knows he's there. Lightning strikes. Oh, many times. Octane has pushed him now. Accuracy, last player alive. The bomb's gone down though. He's tagged.
Spotted him.
And that's it. Luminosity Gaming with the reverse sweep and the defuse. What a series, John. Holy moly. Whoa.
My goodness, they're able to change so many things there. They're able to get that series going in the end. It starts with map number 4, the map where they went down in NOLA. They get their revenge. They start their revenge there. Then they take a Game 5 away from TK, a team that does not lose Game 5s at major events. LG looking primed, headed forward in this event. LG going to be able to take down TK, but both of these teams, this is the first time that they were really tested, and both of them definitely did show up. TK and LG, 2 teams that we're going to be keeping our eyes on throughout the rest of this event, Revan.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You got to give it up to both squads. And Luminosity,